So, Justice League. Is it better than Man of Steel? Yes. Is it better than Batman vs Superman? Yes. Is it better than Suicide Squad? Yes. Is it better than Wonder Woman? No, it's not. It's definitely the second best in this continued universe they've got going on. But that's not saying that much, actually, when you think about it. Is it a good film, though? Well, not really.
Shall we?
Right, so the problems with this film can be summarised within the first 5 minutes or so, in which Batman fights a crook on a rooftop, then a parademon shows up, he fights the parademon by being lifted up in the air, and then some symbols are revealed, which kickstarts the narrative. Now the problems they have are thus. It is poorly edited, because he starts to fight in one place, finishes on the other, and the crook just walks over like he was still there. He wasn't. And secondly, the setup for the narrative just being the fact that the parademon exploded, revealing a set of symbols, that is silly. It makes you feel stupid. It treats you like you're stupid. I guess what I'm trying to say is that this film has got so many plot holes, it looks like it's made out of Swiss cheese. And you know what? Cheese is actually a good word to describe the rest of it, because the writing and dialogue look like it's come out of a fondue pot. Characters just bounce off each other with this sort of backslapping bromance thing, which is just seems to be written by consensus. And outside of the Flash's ADHD annoying ramblings, there aren't that many comic moments, even though it tries to tell you that there is levity within the action. The plot itself is undercooked, and while it does have enough momentum to carry it through to the end, it doesn't really feel like Justice League and more just about getting away with it. But you know what? This is a genre built on over-the-top experiences. I realise that. And you know what? Justice League delivers when it comes to the action, for the most part. You get fights aplenty, and while you do become aware that it's trying to distract you from the paper-thin plot, the action set pieces on show here are enjoyable, cathartic, and work quite well with their choreography. It's just a shame, therefore, that most of the action and most of the film is CGI, including the big bad of this flick, Steppenwolf, who is about as real as my hairline. It makes the proceedings with him feel very fake, and I got a lot of flashbacks from Wonder Woman and Ares because it was just another big guy with a big helmet and a big bad attitude. Yet he's not the only character who's a little light on the ground, as Robo Ron Swanson and Aqualad are given very little time to shine. A 5-minute intro here and no subsequent character development over here is a tough pill to swallow, and makes you aware that this feels like a slightly rushed attempt to just get up to the standing that Marvel is already at, aka having a unit of superheroes. I mean, put it this way, we only ever see one room in Atlantis. That is how little time we're given with that side of Aquaman's story. And Cyborg only really exists to replace Batman's intelligence as being the MacGuffin who can do everything. He's just a walking plot device. And it's a real shame because there is heart and some humour within these characters. They're just never given enough time to shine. However, credit where credit is due. Affleck's Batman and Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman are fantastic, as we've already seen before. But it is the standout Flash who steals the show. He's annoying, he's charming, he's funny, and I've really enjoyed every moment he was on screen. And the best thing is that the Flash acts like the audience. He calls bullshit on what's going on around him. And that's actually quite refreshing. Now, I won't go into spoiler territory, but there are some surprises to be had, some of which lead to some pretty fantastic action set pieces, but it's not enough to save the film from being just another fetch quest, massive light in the sky brawl to end them all. We've just seen it done before, and unfortunately we've seen it done better. But you know what? DC has now made the jump. They have their connected team, and where they go from here is intriguing to say the least, as the post-credit sequence hinted at a much superior film, which actually I'm quite excited for. There's a lot to criticize, as you can probably tell, but there is a lot of fun to be had if you're a die-hard fan. Just don't go expecting this to be a leader of the field, and more just a chaser. But at least now they're on level footing with each other, so fingers crossed for some healthy competition further down the line. With this in mind, I'm going to give Justice League a 2.5 out of 5. It is just an average film, really. They need to up their game. Fingers crossed that they do. further down the line. And that's our review for Justice League. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comments section below, then swing back to whatculture.com for more news and articles like this every goddamn day. As always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon.